the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014. There's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Tavon Austin now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Lawrence will throw. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
On play action, Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Lawrence going to throw again. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. DJ Chark, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Out to his left. He'll check this one down to Carter. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Wilson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. And, Charles, for this defense, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. K'Lavon Chaisson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And to throw again is Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And that last throw, Charles, an important one stat-wise for this young rookie. It puts him over 4,000 yards passing for the season.
And you think about some of the great seasons by rookie quarterbacks in recent vintage. How about Andrew Luck in 2012 with 4,374 yards? Cam Newton had a big rookie year. So did Robert Griffin III. And how about Justin Herbert in 2020? He hit the league with a splash.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Jaguars first down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. first down, right back to ETN.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the counter, ETN.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
And it's 3rd down.
Go now. Pretty base.
Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Jared Davis gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Handoff running left is ETN.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Now Lawrence.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And this will be a touchback. Barrios deciding not to bring it out. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this is where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously, the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way, you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Switch.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
That's a nice job there knowing what his options are. He's out of the pocket to his left. And I thought maybe he'd think about running with this one, but he uses his vision instead. Finds his man on the left sideline, and they convert on 3rd down.
On 1st down, Wilson. Again, he finds Moore. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this one too low.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. He'll dump this off to Carter, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson. And he finds Tyler Kroft. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. Check 52. Alpha. Go. Ready, go.
The Wilson going to give to Carter on the draw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
A good strong run there by Michael Carter, reminiscent of his days at North Carolina. A 1,000-yard rusher each of his last 2 years in Chapel Hill. Despite being in a timeshare with Javonte Williams, who was a second-round pick of the Denver Broncos. Carter, the second pick of the 4th round, out of UNC. He could be the Jets' leading rusher moving forward.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll run with Carter. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They go play action now. Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Nick bought it. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is down to a field goal. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room. On first down, Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Well, we saw Trevor Lawrence take plenty of deep shots in his days at Clemson, and he shows off that cannon of an arm here as a rookie at the NFL level. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Jaguars 17, Jets 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now it's Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equal.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Play action. It's Wilson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Devon Hamilton in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Over the middle, he gets it to Berrios. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now Austin. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Wilson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Miles Jack gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
Check. Exit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Yeah, he'll find Hall.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
You ready?
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And Shark hauls it in. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Jets 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down at 17. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now Wilson. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence finding room to the 20. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24.
31. Jets 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Now Lawrence on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Second and 10. Here's Lawrence again. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he will be brought down, but a first and goal. We have come upon the 2-minute warning. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now Lawrence. The quick slant caught. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. On first down, Wilson. That's complete to his running back, Carter. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Here's Lawrence to throw. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. On first and 10, it's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
44, Mike, 44. Go, go, go.
One last shot for Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jaguars, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.